I have recently developed an interest in coding and programming, and funny enough, after I walked out of AMC, they handed me a computer science degree and a master's. How cool is that? Free Guy, is it clever or is it dumb? Yes. What's up guys, my name is David and welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about the new Ryan Reynolds / gaming movie, Free Guy. I have not done a standard review in a second, and this seems like a fun movie to do it with. Because yes, it was a fun movie to watch, but on the other hand, it felt like a fever dream. I'm not even joking, this movie is so absurd that it's just like, I have to convince myself, no, it was real, you spent $10 to see this. But let's jump into it. By far the best thing I can say about this movie is that it's a good time. Which isn't saying a lot, but still, it is a good time. As you see in the trailer, the plot of this movie is a bank teller played by Ryan Reynolds discovers he's actually a background character in an open world GTA type video game. From there, he becomes a star in the game world and the real world by being a good guy in this very violent video game. The plot is promising, and overall, I'm happy to say they didn't really fumble the bag. There is a lot wrong with this movie, but they did handle the plot relatively well. Everything they could have squeezed out of this plot, they did, which is an issue in its own right, but we'll talk about that later. There's also a B-plot with Joe Keery, Taika Waititi, and Jodie Comer that takes place in the real world and surrounds a lawsuit. Lots of the movie's heart comes from this side plot, which was nice to see. And there's also a surprising amount of heart in the video game world part of this movie. That's just the biggest thing that this movie has to offer. It's enjoyable and has passion behind it. All of the actors do a great job, and you can tell that this movie is just meant to be fun. It's a good time. At some points, I was laughing for the wrong reasons. I was laughing at the movie, not with it. And that's because, like I said, this movie does do too much, especially in the name of being modern. A mixed aspect of this movie that I actually really appreciated and wasn't really expecting for a movie like this to tackle. That's why I'm titling this review Clever or Dumb, because in some ways it's really clever, and the way that it's clever is with the themes. It's these theological-like themes. Similar to films like the Lego Movie, it tackles themes of higher powers and what it means to be real in a very fun and childlike way. There's this conversation that happens between Guy and his friend. I think it's shown in the trailer as well, and it was great in the trailer, and it's fantastic in the movie. It's really well written.
We're not real. Doesn't that mean that nothing you do matters?
I am sitting here with my best friend trying to help him get through a tough time. Now, if that's not real, I don't know what is.
But unfortunately, whatever clever writing is in this movie is overshadowed by everything else it does poorly, especially its stupid attempts to remind you that it is coming out in 2021. And it's not a clever depiction of 2021 pop culture. It's like if Gen X wrote this movie pretty much, and I want to look up the writer because I'm almost positive he is Gen X. Yep, how did I know? Oh my god, he wrote the Christmas Chronicles too. And Playing with Fire! And Scoob! Oh my god. At least he improved from Scoob, but god, Scoob? Now, I'm not against of having things be modern or have it reflect the times that it was made in. But subtlety is what I care about, or at least some attempt to make it feel timeless, because let us not forget, this movie will be outdated in a year. The same thing happened with the Wreck-It Ralph sequel. I want to be positive with this movie because, you know, it's overall pretty harmless, but I can't take this movie seriously when the Fortnite llama pickaxe is like a fundamental weapon of the third act. I can't do it, I'm sorry. And I'm not making fun of it just because it's Fortnite, I'm just trying to illustrate that they just throw so much at the screen and they're just trying to get people to do that Leo pointing meme, and it makes the movie so much dumber than it actually might be, because once again, it has some really good and clever moments. Overall, you can enjoy this movie if you want to, and in many ways, I did. There's just a lot holding this movie back. Specifically, it's way too bloated and just tries too much, and it doesn't let the good moments shine through. I'm feeling a C with this movie. That is the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think of this movie if you've seen it? If you haven't seen it, are you planning on seeing it? If you enjoyed this video, then you probably will enjoy this channel, so please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. May the force be with you.